Fred, the Caveman Story. This book was written by Josh. Is Fred fit for this world? 10,000 years ago, in a cave, there were two caveman parents with a baby. There was a big meteor coming, and they were trying to find a way to hide the baby. The two parents thought of an idea to freeze the baby so he can live through the meteor. They dug a hole below the cave and froze the baby. 2 days later, the meteor came. Boom! 1,000 years later, two teens named Luke and Ricky were planning to hang out in a cave near their house. That night, while they were sleeping in the cave, they heard something cracking deeper within the cave. Luke and Ricky woke up and went to investigate deeper within the cave. They found a half-frozen caveman who was trying to get out of the ice. When the caveman broke through the ice, he started going crazy. He messed up the cave. Luke and Ricky didn't know what to do, so they started playing music on their boombox. Then the caveman stopped messing stuff up and started to dance. Luke and Ricky started to like the caveman. They decided to take him to Luke's house. Once they were in Luke's room, Luke and Ricky tried to introduce the caveman to modern human things. They introduced him to a hairbrush, a t-shirt, and a phone. The caveman didn't understand, so he broke them. They decided to teach him in a different way. They set up a chalkboard and started teaching him everything. 2 weeks later, Luke and Ricky taught him so much, he seemed to know more than Luke and Ricky combined. The caveman was wearing pants, a shirt, and even got a new hairstyle. Luke and Ricky were surprised by how smart the caveman had become. The caveman even named himself Fred. Now that Fred understood English, he told Luke and Ricky where he came from. He mentioned that he was over 10,000 years old and that a meteor hit Earth. He asked them to go back to the cave with him. It was important. Fred took Luke and Ricky deep down into the cave, deeper than where they found Fred. There they found two frozen cavemen. It was Fred's parents. They began to defrost them. The group took Fred's parents back to Luke's house. In Luke's room, Fred updated his parents. Luke and Ricky couldn't understand what Fred and his parents were saying. Fred's parents jumped out of the window. Fred told Luke and Ricky that they were mad that he wasn't acting like a caveman. They were angry and wanted to destroy stuff. Luke, Ricky, and Fred got outside. Fred's parents were messing up the car. Fred shouted for them to stop. There was only one way to stop them: meat. Ricky and Fred showed Fred's parents meat. The parents chased Luke, Ricky, and Fred to the freeze room in Luke's basement. Fred knew that his parents could not handle the modern world. Fred realized that he would need to refreeze his parents. Fred turned the freeze room's temperature to -10. Fred said, "Mom and Dad, I am sorry for doing this. One day you will be ready for his modern world." Fred then thanked Luke and Ricky for all their help.